Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rooster Tea Feathers. It's showtime, so make some noise. Please remember that during the show, there is absolutely no cell phone use. That includes texting, so turn them off now. There's also no flash photography or videotaping allowed. And as a courtesy to the performers on stage and the people seated around you, please keep your table conversations to a minimum, as loud talkers and hecklers will be asked to leave. Now welcome to the stage your host for the evening, Tom Smith.
I'll take it. Thank you, everybody. Give yourself a round of applause for coming out here and supporting live comedy. Rooster Tea Feathers here in delightful Sunnyvale, California. All right. How many of you are nerds? Alright, the rest of you are fronting, because this is Sunnyvale. What the hell are you thinking, man? I'm from this area. I know exactly whereof I speak. It's alright if I call you nerds, because it's not racist. I'm a nerd myself. It's true. Got a lot of nerd friends. They're really in love with the apocalypse, specifically the zombie apocalypse. I'm not a fan of the zombie apocalypse. First off, they shouldn't be a fan of the zombie apocalypse, because none of them could live outside of a 5-minute radius of a Kaiser Permanente, because they're nerds. I don't like them. I like zombie apocalypse because I've seen enough of those movies to know that people who look like me in a zombie apocalypse die ironically. Everybody else is dying, but I die funny. Running from the zombies, everyone keeps running, I trip over a canned ham. It's so funny how that fat guy went. It's amazing. All right, I got weight problems. I know it. I can talk about it. It's true. Had a real fat guy wake-up moment recently. There's a lot of those to be had. I was at an airport restroom, walking along. They had all the urinals lined up, one after the other. Had all the light sensors on them. And as I'm passing, they're all letting me know that they're there, going. Like, when did I become an eclipse? Who calibrated this thing? This guy work on the Hubble's telescope or something like that? That's a sad moment. And it's real easy when you start off. You're like, fuck you, you don't know me, urinal. But by the time you're at the end, you're like, shit, you're right, I eat too much. I mistake food for love. I should re-examine my life. I should re-examine my life. I'm 47. I've got nothing going for me. Basically, I have no property. The most expensive piece of property I own right now is a mattress. And it's stained, but not for any of the good reasons. My mattress hates me. Other people's mattress is like, oh yeah, he's gonna get some pussy tonight. Not mine. My mattress is like, oh shit, he's eating chocolate cake again. He's masturbating to the Gilmore Girls. Oh, some of you do too, don't lie to me. Hot mother-daughter action. They're both cute and spunky. Okay. I'm chewing on a little more about me than you wanted to know. I do the online dating thing because it works for me. It truly does. This is not an impulse fuck. It's not. Sorry. I've been a woman at the front of the line at Walgreens going, you know, I'm going to take some of those AA batteries and some chiclets, maybe some beef jerky, and I'll fuck the trollish looking guy over there. But first let me answer his riddles 3. I need the internet. I need a place where I can charm a woman. Let her know that there's something behind all this, because it's true. Anybody else? Like, this table looks like this is definitely the result of a Match.com situation. All right, come on. I'm sorry. Craigslist casual encounters. 1 guy, 3 women. All right, good. Sir, if you're not gay, God bless you. And if you are, can we switch? Dude. I need that, man. For those of you who are maybe thinking about doing the online dating, a little bit of advice, go for the free one. Don't go for the one we have to pay. Trust me on this one, man. First one I ever joined, I was paying $45 a month and still masturbating. What a great idea. All those years I was thinking to myself, hey, what is this experience missing? A monthly fee. Got a check in the mail tomorrow. You guys are a lot of fun, man. This is going to be a great show. This is a cute couple. Oh my God. There you go, man. Young lady and got a closet hipster here. Like these two guys should get together and like open up an artisanal pickle stand or somebody in here with a beard wants to play ukulele professionally, you know it. Different world. I mean, I'm a comic, means I'm poor. Not worried about that because I just opened up an account at Coinstar. If you don't get that, fuck you, enjoy your money and your life of expectations that may come true. Enjoy that. Dude, love doing stand-up. I do. Get to do it in exotic locations. Modesto. I live in Fresno right now. I don't want to brag or nothing. I moved there for spiritual reasons. Thou shalt pay rent. I moved out of the Bay Area. I've lived here all my life, but I had to move recently. But I lived in San Francisco for the longest time. When you go to Modesto and you're the comic from San Francisco, they introduce you as that, and that gets a very specific response from a Modesto audience. Your next comic coming to the stage is from San Francisco, and the audience replies, anyone? You guys are so polite. You appear to enjoy the company of other gentlemen, sir. Nope, that's not what they say. What you hear is faggot from the back of the room. I know, that's sad, but that shows you what they know because no gay man would let himself go like this. By the way, that shows you what you know because there's an entire portion of the gay community that couldn't wait to fuck this magic. I'm a type. It's tragic for me. Oh, man. Kind of a word dick. Anybody else? I like words. I like when they mean what they mean. Hate them that words start changing their meaning. A friend of mine was talking about she had a phobia. Trying to be supportive. Like, oh really, what's your phobia? You guys know what a phobia is, right? What is it? Anyone? Run it up. Thank you. Somebody got it right. It's an irrational fear of something. My friend's like, I got a phobia. I was like, really, what's your phobia? She's like, oh, I have a phobia about sharks. Like, that's not a phobia. That's a fucking rational fear. Any situation where you run into a shark, that fear makes total sense. If you're on the can and you've got a fear that a shark's going to bite your ass, that's irrational. But in any situation where there's a shark possible, that's a total good fear. Keep that. But then I have this terrible fear, this irrational fear of trampolining with a loaded shotgun. No, that's a good fear. You keep that shit. You enjoy it. You guys are wonderful. Oh, God damn, that's so great. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, that's so wonderful. We had a great crowd last night, but they were tight as fuck. You guys don't have that problem. Maybe a little too lubricated. We'll see how the night goes here. Say, man. I have some nice lesbian friends, because it's the law. They're real sweet. They tricked me. They fucking tricked me into cat sitting for them. And here's the thing. You guys are going to think I hate cats, and I want you to know that is not true. I hate one cat. Their cat. Nice lesbian couple. They had all these nurturing instincts and no children. They put all that shit right into their cat. This cat was rotten. I call him Shithead. I don't remember his real name. Like if your cat, like here's the thing, if you got a cat, you're betting on a couple of things, cute and cuddly and low maintenance. And if your cat has none of that going on, what you've really said at some point is, you know, this place doesn't smell enough like ammonia. Let's get something evil in here, change that shit. And this cat was that cat. Like they had all these nurturing instincts, they put it into this cat, and every time it would do something horrible and misanthropic, like scratch the eyes out of an infant or like, kill the last of an endangered species and then not eat it, they would take the cat and they would go get some massage therapy for the cat. And nobody laughed. Fuck you, Northern California. That's the most specific joke to this area in the world. You know, like they took a cat to get massage therapy, and the audience is like, yeah, really? That's cool, yeah. I think like maybe some Reiki, maybe do some energy work, maybe some allergens, get some testing. Man, we're out of our minds. No wonder the rest of the country hates us. We're crazy like that, man. Anyway, This cat, man, he would wait, man. Like he was smooth. He'd wait. I'd be like, first thing in the morning, haven't had my coffee yet. I'm going to make some coffee. I'm in my black socks, had my boxers, and you're welcome for the mental image. Heading over this thing, we're running. Wow. This is the thunder from all over, ladies. I went over to make my coffee, and this cat would run out and just scratch the shit out of my shins for no reason, and then run off. I let that go on for 3 days, and then on the 4th day, I was like, well, you know what? Here's the thing. I don't look like it, but I have a lot of martial arts training in my background. So by day 4, I was like, okay, Garfield, this shit's on. Let's do it. It's going to unleash the power of my cat-like reflexes on this animal. Well, here's the thing. Shithead didn't have cat-like reflexes. He had actual cat reflexes. Turns out, cat trumps the shit out of cat-like. Found that out, tried to retaliate, fell over, hurt my back. I know. I didn't know a cat could laugh. But he did, as he scuttled off like a goblin to shit in one of my socks. This guy was inventive, mean little bastard. I was so happy later on. Turns out he did have an allergy. We found out later on to cards. So, oh fuck you! I earned that one, dude. That was amazing. No regret on that one. You guys could not make eye contact with me after the show, but I feel good about that. I understand where you're coming from. I understand where I'm coming from. Religious war going on in the United States right now. I don't know if you know this. It's kind of in a weird way. It's happening. This is my favorite manifestation of it is this. Happening on the back of cars. Started off a long time ago. Pretty cool. Jesus people, Christians, were like, we love Jesus. They came up with the Ectus fish. Little Jesus fish goes on the back of the car, shows I love Jesus. Sounds great. No problem. But then my people, the atheists, decided to be dicks about the thing. They came up with the Darwin fish. Right? It looks like the Jesus fish, but it says Darwin. It's got a couple of little legs on it. Only fits on the back of a Prius or a Volvo. Bullshit like that. Put on the back of their car. And then the Christians got pissed off about that, and I can't blame them. But they're like, you know what? Fuck. I hate, this evolution. I hate evolution. Fuck evolution. Screw that. And they came up with some in their answer to this. And what it was, and then somebody else has seen this. You can back me up, but there's actually a huge Jesus fish. It says Jesus, huge, and it's got giant sharp teeth so it can eat the Darwin fish. Which I get being against evolution, but not when it's happening on the back of your car. I don't think you get to make that call. You guys are great. We're gonna start the show, but really quick, I just want to point out, you guys have comment cards on your table. So you're going to want to fill those out as the night goes on. We're going to have a raffle at the end with fabulous prizes and all that stuff. I'll leave you with this last thought on my behalf. I have an idea for an invention. It's going to make me Bill Gates amounts of money. Yeah. Table, pay attention. The gold digger table over there. You guys. It's a little, come on. It's a little tiny transmitter. It has to be super tiny because it actually has to be surgically implanted right next to your heart. But it does one thing and one thing only, which is this. The moment your heart stops beating, it fires off a signal into outer space. Boom! Bounces off that satellite in outer space, back down to Earth. Boom! And at home, your computer fires up, erases the hard drive. For an extra $49.95, it'll set fire to the goddamn thing. Those of you not laughing have never heard of internet porn. An entire generation is like myself. I'm worried about what my memorial service is going to look like. We all thought Tom was a spiritual man, but then we opened up that folder on his C drive. Didn't know you could do that with a goose. What? Bake it. What's wrong with you? Okay. All right, guys, that's enough for me. I'm going to be your host. My name is Tom Smith. I'll be up and down throughout the evening, but we're going to go on the show. All right. I want you to make a little more noise. I want you to make it really loud for your next comic coming to the stage. This guy is from the Bay Area. He's now in LA, but he's back with us. Very, very funny and talented man. Put your hands together for Mr. Keon Pole.
You guys keep going with time, guys. Keep going, boy. Keep it going, boy. Hey, yeah. Yeah, man.